Welcome, Marshall Marvels. This is Miss Roberts from the Marshall Virtual Library. This is the library lesson for Rotation 5 for 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. This week's topic is character changes in the book Pumpkin Soup. Let's get started. We'll start our lesson this week, as we always do, with our autumn riddle. What is it? It is small. It is brown. It has a cap. It will grow into an oak tree. What is it? That last one is a really good clue. That's right. It is an acorn. An acorn is small, it is brown, it has a cap, and it will grow into an oak tree. Did you guess that correctly? Good job. This week, we are reading a fictional story titled Pumpkin Soup. We've talked previously about fiction text features. They are characters, setting, problem, plot, solution, point of view, theme, and central message. For our purposes this week, we are specifically looking at characters and problem. Remember that problem is the conflict. So, who are the characters of a story? The characters, as you know, are the people or animals in the story. Sometimes in a story, the main character changes. Characters change or grow as a result of an event, a conflict, or a lesson. Remember that conflict is another word for problem. So at the beginning of the story, the reader first learns about the character's strengths and the character's weaknesses. Then in the middle, events occur that affect the character in a way that make them think about life differently. And then in the end, the character changes by showing growth or development or maturity. I'd like for you to take a look at these three picture frames. What can you tell about the character Jean here? In the first one, how does her facial expression, what does it tell you that she's feeling? Yeah, right. Angry, frustration, very aggressive, where hostility. Oh, that was a good word. Okay, here in this middle frame, what do we have? Okay, we see another student on the playground offering a jump rope. And in this last frame, what do we see here? That's a huge smile on her face. She is ecstatic. She is excited. She is very pleased and very content. So, very different from this first frame to the last frame. So, in the beginning, Jean was very bossy because she used unkind words and actions. For example, Jean would not let the kids play on the playground until she got there and kicked or jumped first. We don't like that. But in the middle of the story, Jean began to change when Katie Sue moved into school. Katie Sue didn't know that Jean was a bully, so she didn't follow Jean's recess rules. Katie Sue asked Jean to jump rope with her. In the end, Jean was friendly because when Katie Sue invited her to jump, she realized it could be fun to have a friend and play with others. So Jean changed from the beginning of the story where she was mean, she was aggressive, she was a bully, to the end of the story where she's having fun and she is playing and she's being friendly with others. This week, we will read Pumpkin Soup by Helen Cooper. Look at the front cover of this book. What do you notice? That's right. All the characters in our story this week are animals. You have duck, cat, and squirrel. Now, these three animals are all friends who live in a cabin in the forest. What do you think they all enjoy doing together as friends? Do you think friends always get along, or is there sometimes conflict that occurs? This is going to be your assignment after you read the book today. You're filling out the graphic organizer. How do the characters change? How are the characters at the beginning of the story? How were the characters at the end of the story? What caused the characters to change? What was the event, or what was the problem? What was the life lesson that caused them to be different at the end? Now, just a reminder to you as you read today, remember the characters change or grow as a result of an event, a conflict, or a lesson that they learned. So at the beginning, you're going to learn about the characters. In the middle, something is going to happen that kind of switches up the dynamic of the characters. And then the end of the story, the character changes by showing growth or development. Now, after this slide, you are going to pause this video and you will go to watch the read aloud of Pumpkin Soup by Helen Cooper. The link is already in the team under this post. It is Once Upon a Story, Pumpkin Soup by Helen Cooper. Once you finish reading the book there, come back to this video for our assignment. Now, Part 3 of your assignment this week is you're going to fill out the character change graphic organizer. So let's talk ourselves through this first. The beginning of the story. How did Squirrel and Cat feel when Duck tried to stir the soup? How did Duck respond? Right. So at the end of the story, how were the friends getting along when Duck returned? What did they all come together to do? And were they successful in doing that? Great. So, what caused the change? How did the soup taste without Duck? And did Duck return to his friends? Right. So, to get to this assignment, you're going to go back to the post. You're going to go to step number 3, and we'll click Character Changes from Pumpkin Soup for assignment K. Yours is going to be assignment 3 through 5. Here, you will type in your first and your last name. Here, you will select the T so that you can type your answers. You will not have the drawing options. Once you are finished by telling me how the characters were at the beginning of the story, how they were at the end of the story, and telling me what changed, you will then click I'm done here at the top, or I'm done down here at the bottom. If you are interrupted at some point and you have to stop or you have to pause, then you may click save for later. And once you return, type in your same first name, your same last name, and it picks up exactly where you left off. Once you finish that, you're going to go to Padlet and you're going to respond to the text for this week. The characters in this story, Pumpkin Soup, learned an important lesson about friendship. Do you have good friends? Are you a good friend? What do you think makes you a good friend? How can you be a better friend? Right? Because there were some things that they could have changed in our story today with Cat, Squirrel, and Duck. So what are some changes that you can make so that you can be a better friend to your friends? You're going to respond to the text today by the Padlet. The link will be in the post for this week's lesson. You have the option. You can record a video responding to these questions about friendship. You can record your voice responding to these questions about friendship. Or if you prefer to text, to type out your answer, you can do that also. Now, if you ever have any questions, you or your parents can email me at spoke1@houstonisd.org. Please follow me on social media. I have an Instagram and we have a library Twitter, which is Library of Marvel on both platforms. Also, make sure that you're following Marshall Elementary School on social media. We have a Facebook page, a Twitter, and a YouTube account, HISD Marvels. Always visit our school website, www.houstonisd.org/MarshallES. Thank you for going through this lesson today as we explored character changes and Pumpkin Soup by Helen Keller. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.